From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And this Texans defense stands tall. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
After the interception, here's Watson. Open man is QT, complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They're going for it. It's Watson. And he's got Miller. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Well, they picked up the 1st down, but I'm just going to say I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again is Watson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air yet again, Watson. It's complete. It's Miller. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 19 and picking up the 1st. On 1st down, Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. 48 yards as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo, a hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Here we go. Like 20.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis in his first half of action. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down.
Here we go.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big time.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Watson now. Going to throw again. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Now Watson.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He's got Fuller. The 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 46 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Watson trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage,
Here we go.
could be in for a long ball game. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. Garoppolo now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Hey, box drop.
Here we go on 4th down to Garoppolo. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And that's complete to Sanders. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
It's caught by Sanders. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
11. Hey, Charlie.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kyle Juszczyk, 42 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Texans 14, 49ers 7.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they... And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
At the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Mostert. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 29, Garoppolo. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Garoppolo on first down. It's caught by Coleman and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
14, 49ers 7.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Here we go.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Looking to throw, Garoppolo, buying time to his left. And no, it's incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this Texans defense stands tall. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
On third down, Miller. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Open man, the tight end falls. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did.
Here we go.
Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Emmanuel Sanders there to make the grab as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Now Gold for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had that 14-0 lead, but that has evaporated as they go to work here 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Watson now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long, it's Watson. Finding fouls complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 23 yards on the play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. He'll find Miller, that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. J.J. Watt getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Back to throw, Garoppolo. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They will run again with Coleman. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Here we go. 21. 180. Hey, go. Ahead. 41 Mike. Right here. 41 Mike. That's right, baby. They don't want it. 65.
To throw is Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle.
Here we go.
Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner 1st down. Now Garoppolo. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. His 1st attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final.